quick video tour of the garden that I wasn't going to do this year. I guess I'll start off with the shade cloth that we put on. Actually, we put this on last year. We put it on earlier this year. We had modifications in our design because the winds up here are horrendous and they were flapping it around, but I think we got it and it's lovely. So I'll do the outside first. Showed you the lavender. This is the gate. This is just some black-eyed Susan seed, butterfly weed, my bee balm. That the critters last year were just horrific. They won't eat the bee balm, but they came in absolutely, and I had a bunch of beautiful lavender going over there. They plowed all of these beds up. I mean, literally plowed. Ooh, I see somebody bit off my little emitter there. I better plug it up. This is something I put in, the Agastache, otherwise known as hyssop. And there are a bunch of varieties. Nothing eats it or bothers it. So we'll see how that goes. This, I think, was red poppy seed I put in. I don't see much going on here. I see another little butterfly weed has come up from the depths. This is a clematis that I put in years ago. It's coming along pretty well this year. Some more bee balm. I have beautiful beds going in here and over there. Again, critters literally plowed it, just plowed it under. So I've put in a couple of new ones. This is the one remaining one that survived. Some more of the hyssop in this bed, some more of the hyssop, different color. In this bed, another clematis. I think this wasn't doing well previously because my soil became hydrophobic, which is where it won't accept water. And I have that a lot, and it really takes out a lot of stuff. This is the hyssop I put in last year. The bees and the hummingbirds absolutely love this stuff. And it's actually a medicinal herb for a variety of things, for a variety of centuries, but it is used for lung difficulties, which was handy to have. Here's my grapes. Not doing a whole lot so far this year, but they're hanging in there. Okay. This is echinacea. I've tried this year to do a little more in the way of perennials. This is all a mixed variety of sunflowers, so this ought to be fun. Here's my daylilies. This pot is just starting to get bloomed. Some Rudbeckia gloriosa hirschia in here. I absolutely love these flowers. So I started out this year thinking, I'll just put in some seeds. I like flowers. Well, yeah, and then I became overtaken. Here's my tomatoes coming along nicely. Coming along well. I didn't do just tons of them this year, but just to show you what I did for the support, we did arches over there, and they just slip over the rebar. This is just PVC, electrical PVC, so that works really well. I covered up all of my rebar tops that snagged all over the cloth with pool noodle. Worked beautifully. And then each, we had to do a central support for each of these arches, and it's working really nicely. So that's how we did it. We just pounded in. All of these are just T-poles pounded into the ground, and then I slipped a PVC over that so that I could get the height I wanted. Then I just painted the PVC a flat brown so that it looks like rusted metal poles, and it works quite well. And then that's my cattle panel trellis, arched trellis that's been there for a few years. Okay, peppers. I just kind of played around a little bit this year, but all of the Home Depot and everything, the plants look so nice. Zucchini, another pepper. That is a cucumber that I transplanted. It's still hanging in there. This is a bunch of zinnia. We had to put a pole down the middle of it, but that's okay. These beds have no bottoms, so that worked fine. And then we have the height of the bed to give support to the pole. A couple of cucumbers on the sides that I will bring up the trellis thing. Zinnia seeds, tick seed, another native perennial. And here's my daylilies over here. This pot is blooming a little bit more. There's really a pretty variety. There's actually a couple of varieties in here, but the shorter one hasn't started blooming yet. And then over here, some more zucchini. They're coming along really nicely. A couple of the transplants of the, when I put the seeds for the cucumbers, I put 2 seeds. I'm not going to throw one away. So these are surviving. Again, no fruit on the grape, but it's coming along okay. We have 4 melon plants, cantaloupe that I planted from seed, watermelon. The seeds didn't germinate so well, so that one I bought, that's from seed, that one I bought, and those will go up the trellis. Some herbs, some lantana. So I thought I'd do a video while everything looks pretty nice. We'll see what happens as the season goes on, but hopefully this shade cloth will enable my garden to produce some fruit. Last year I got absolutely nothing after all of that work. So I have learned that the sun and UV here is just more than these plants can take. So we'll see. That's it.